Good evening. In a slight change to our usual routine, our Pike and Shotte Day is having a spin-off series called Samurai Saturday. Now, I wanted to call it Samarata Day, but Mrs. Wifey Woman, also known as Her Who Must Be Obeyed, said no, Samurai Saturday makes more sense. So, with the first video, we're taking a look at the new Heiho Grand Battle game box set from Wargames Atlantic. So let's get the seals broken and see what we get. And welcome back. So let's have a look. Right, we get the Heiho rule set by Helion. This is fabulously illustrated using the models from the box game. So as a basic rundown, I'm afraid I don't know the terms because I'm not that much of an expert. There are some things I don't know about. But it is generally a grid style war game where each brigade of troops is made up of various troop types and affects how it works in the field. But at some point in the near future, once I've got this all painted up, we will be doing some game footage, which will hopefully explain it better than I just did. And then we get, excuse me, just some cards for use during the game. Because the Zanshin are command points, for want of a better phrase. And then we get a bag of dice with the Wargames Atlantic logo on the sixes. Something we must thank Peter Pig for, because he was the first to do that. So we get lots and lots of bases. As you can see, these are approximately, most of the bases are 20 by 40 and come with both textured and indented sides, and the holes for magnets. Then we get individual bases and individual cavalry bases. It can also make up for two-man skirmisher teams in this scale. And then we get multiples of different sprue types. So these are from Wargames Atlantic's range. So we get the Samurai Command Sprue, which makes two complete Samurai Lords camps, messengers, Takai drums, lots of individual and small command group figures. So your standard bearers, again, messengers on foot and on horse, as indicated by the big balloons. Again, I've forgotten their names, but it has been proven in tests that the capes, which were inflated by riding quickly, did actually protect them against arrows. So all very, very clean casts, very nicely detailed, and will be wonderful when painted up. And then we get, right. We get a lot of the Ashigaru sprues. I think I pronounced that correctly. So let's have a closer look at these. again, a few people have been having problems unclipping the Yari from the sprues, so we'll have to experiment with that and show you whichever method I come up with. But again, all very nicely detailed. We get Yari, muskets, and the Japanese longbow, and we get casualty figures, which is nice. Excuse the Wookiees. Number of other, again, individual models as well as models standing in rank. Nice group of front rank Yarimen here as well. So in total we get 2, 4, 8 sprues of those, which are also, as with the Samurai Command, available in separate box sets. And then we get 4 sprues of the Samurai models. So with these, again, you get the cavalry across the centre there with bows and Yari lancers. And we get a number, and there they go. So, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I must have heard an Ewok or a squirrel, it's all the same to them. Right, so yes, as I was saying, we get armed with pole arms and swords. Well, to scale, I think they're more Nodashi than katana. And then we get, again, more individual archers. Definitely Nodashi. Some smaller teams of men and the backbanners. So again, all excellently sculpted and cast. Now, I don't use the contrast method, but I can see how the contrast or speed paint or whatever other method you like to call that way of cheating could be used on these, but I'll be getting some painted up quite soon. I will show you the results, and I will be using these for both games of Heiho and probably epic Pike Shotte. So, thank you.